All right, today we got a short review about a big game.
Yes.
It's Foundations of Rome. Look at how big the box is. You can't even see us anymore. It's such a big box. Oh my gosh, it's huge. But this
lovely.
is a really, really good game.
It is.
I know you love the table presence and the components in this game.
I do. I absolutely love these big chunky pieces. Look at all of these. These are all yours when you play the game. You get them just as a single player. Each player
Right,
gets
that's
one
for
of
each
those.
player. You
It's
get
very exciting.
5 trays full of those pieces and then some.
And then you're up close, these beautiful 3D printed pieces. They have such great detail on them.
Look at this guy.
Just beautiful. And then little tiny guys. I love them. I love a game that pays a lot of attention to the detail of the components.
Right.
And it just comes as the base game. You don't have to go and buy upgrades. We'll do more videos at all the upgrades we have bought because I'm a component snob. But it's just really great for the feel and the look of the game.
Yeah, and also really easy to learn on how to play. Very simple. You basically, on your turn, you either place a building, buy a lot to place a future building, or you get money, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. It's one of 3 things. It's the easiest game in the world to teach. It takes like 2 minutes to teach this game, but still, like every time we played it, it's felt very different.
Yes.
Based on where our pieces come, where our starting places go, lots of stuff about this that's just really good and really diverse.
Right. It really randomizes the experience. There are a lot of expansions that came with it that you can try and mix and match different ways, and it's really we've played it a few times already, probably about like 5 or 6, and it's been a very different experience each time.
Yeah, but it's not all sunshine and roses. There are a few things we don't love about it. I know you, for one, being a small person, don't like this big, giant, huge box.
I mean, I'm tall, but I'm tiny, so it is difficult for me to get it up off the ground. I can do it. Storage for it is also difficult. I mean, we have a lot of big games, but it is a space hog. Like, it takes up a good portion of our floor.
We won't put it on the shelves. It's too heavy. Even with the shelves, I'm worried. I'm like, it'll break them in half.
Break the shelves. So it is a chunky boy.
Yeah, it's a big one, and also it's expensive.
Yes.
So we bought ours on Kickstarter, the second printing. It was like $250 or $260, including the shipping for the base game, and the expansion was bundled in with the base game. You won't find it at retail, I assume, most places. So at this point, you're going to be buying it secondhand off somebody who's selling their copy, and you can bet they're not going to sell it to you for what they bought it for. So
right.
It is not a cheap one. I know they're working on Foundations in Metropolis. It's meant to be sort of the more affordable version without all the fun, cool pieces that make this game great. So you're kind of a little stuck there.
I will pay more for the fun, cool pieces. I have done it multiple times.
But if price matters, this is not a good option for you.
Right.
So, I mean, overall, though, given like the pros and the cons, what do you think? Is this a recommend?
It is definitely a recommend for me, especially for 2 players. We've done it several times at 2 and had a great experience. It does change the board a little bit. You get a little bit of a smaller space, so it has that adaptability for 2 that I think makes it really good.
Yeah, I agree. Really great game, especially at 2 players. It scales super well.
Yeah.
If you can find it and you don't mind paying way too much money for it, we highly recommend it. But I totally understand if you're like, no thank you with that price tag.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can and you think the idea is intriguing, then definitely worthwhile.
Definitely.